Hey friends, welcome back to our continued series all about our British Isles trip. My husband and I did a 4-night pre-cruise stay in London, followed by a 12-night British Isles cruise, and it was so amazing. We stayed for 4 nights at the Hilton Doubletree Tower of London Hotel, and now we are headed to Southampton to begin our cruise on the beautiful Regal Princess cruise ship to 8 absolutely amazing ports. We're going to be breaking this down into different videos so that we can cover all the different topics. If you missed our other videos, we'll go ahead and link them below so that you can check them out. In this video, it's all about what we think about our stay at the Hilton Doubletree Tower of London Hotel, our train ride from London to Southampton, and then boarding our 12-night British Isles cruise on the Regal Princess. We're going to share our experience with navigating the train station, the train ride itself, including how to handle seats and luggage, and if this is worth the reduced cost of taking the train instead of the convenience of taking an Uber, taxi, or car service. Now keep in mind, we aren't simply taking the train to Southampton, we also need to take a taxi to the Waterloo station, hop on the train to Southampton, and then grab another taxi to get to the cruise terminal. And after all of that travel, it is going to be time to board the cruise ship. Hello and welcome to our channel, Mocha Vacations. I'm Carrie, my husband Matt and I are absolute cruise addicts and your go-to travel agents for all things cruising tips, tricks, and real talk reviews. We really love to help you make the most of your vacation from booking to boarding and everything in between. If you love cruising, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We drop new videos often and you don't want to miss out. Okay, it's time to check out of the hotel and head to Southampton. But before we peace out, let's talk about our stay at the Hilton Doubletree Tower of London Hotel. We booked the room with 2 twin beds since they didn't have an option for 1 king bed. We thought it was a nice basic room with all the necessities. We had enough space for the 2 of us. There was a mini fridge and a good sized bathroom. Our biggest complaint is that they originally gave us a room under extremely noisy construction. The way they handled moving us to another room was very problematic. They kept saying that someone was gonna be up and assist us with changing our room in the next 20 minutes, but it took over 90 minutes and Matt finally going down to the concierge to get assistance. It really was not a pleasant experience to start when you have jet lag. However, once they gave us a new room away from the construction noise, it was quiet and comfortable. The hotel is in a great location right by the Tower of London. There are shops and restaurants all within walking distance. The hop-on, hop-off bus and the underground station is also nearby. And then they have the Natural Kitchen restaurant attached to the hotel. So other than the small issue with the construction noise and just the hotel's poor communication with moving our room, we would definitely stay here again. We have officially triple checked the hotel room to make sure that we did not leave anything behind. We've checked out and now we're headed outside to grab a ride. We almost ordered an Uber, but we decided to take a famous London black cab to Waterloo station instead, since there was already one waiting right outside our hotel. Bonus that it's roughly the same price as taking an Uber would be. As we head to the Waterloo station, let me share our thought process for taking the train instead of a private transfer. Based on our extensive research, we found surprisingly little information for taking the train from London to Southampton. So we decided to experience this ourselves so that we could share with all of you in case that you choose to take the train too. The main thing to consider is the cost is significantly less to take the train compared to taking an Uber, a taxi, or even a private car service. The cost of the train was about a quarter of the price for a private car. And since it was a direct train route, it took less travel time, but it also came with the unknown logistics of getting to and from each train station, navigating each train station, and then dealing with our luggage. So hopefully what I'm sharing here helps any of you considering this transfer option. It's about a 20-minute ride from our hotel to Waterloo station, and the driver drops us off right outside. We expected that once we go into the station, we'd immediately see what platform our train was on and then just head there, but unfortunately, that is not what happened. We had to wait in front of a huge bank of signs for a while before it finally updated and told us the platform that we needed to go to. The digital signs had a section that always said wait, and then it lists all of the stops and the departure time underneath. Since we're taking the train to Southampton Central, the wait sign says that our train will be between platforms 5 to 11, but we didn't know which one yet. It's a little nerve-wracking not knowing which platform since Waterloo Station is pretty big. It's probably normal for people who live here to just find out last minute and book it to the platform that they need. But for us newbies, we would prefer to know the platform we're leaving from right away and then just wait to board until the train gets here. Not the case, so we stayed glued to that screen waiting for it to update to which platform our Southampton Central train will arrive at. We specifically had to look for Southampton Central in the list of stops because it wasn't the final destination. Once the sign finally updates, bless, we can book it to platform 11 to board. It's super easy to board. We just scan our train passes that we had pre-purchased online to go through the gate. We then walk to the train and we can board any of the train cars that we want. As soon as we board, we start looking for an area that we can store our large suitcases. They're too big to store over the seats in the luggage rack. This rack is good for like a carry-on size bag that you can fit overhead in the luggage bin on an airplane. Anything bigger than that really wouldn't fit. We asked a worker on board if they had a place to store our luggage, as we did read previously that some of the train cars do have a spot, but he said that this specific train didn't have one. We have two options. One, we can put our luggage onto the seat next to us and just sit in the seat by it, or two, we can sit in some seats that are a bit separate from the others and leave the luggage right in front of us. So instead of getting our dirty luggage wheels on top of the seats, we decide that it's polite to take the seats that are a little bit further away. We have a nice area to put our luggage and a convenient table to set our backpacks on, and this works out really, really well for us. This is the only spot available in this particular car that we're on, so we are super lucky that we are able to get this spot. The seats are pretty comfortable on the train. There's a nice little bathroom, and then the train itself isn't too full, which is nice. The ride to Southampton is only about 90 minutes from Waterloo with 0 changes. There are a few stops along the way, but they're pretty quick. The train ride was not as smooth as we expected. The train car would kind of sway a little bit, and this made it so that I couldn't read because it was giving me motion sickness, but looking out the window, I was totally okay. We arrive at Southampton Central, grab our luggage, and then disembark the train. As it pulls out to head to the next stop, we start to look for the signs to navigate to the taxi stand. While we can walk to the cruise terminal from here, we just don't want to wheel our luggage that far. So taking a taxi is much more convenient and it's pretty inexpensive. When we make it to the front of the train station, we easily find a line of taxis that are ready to go. While these aren't as cool looking as those classic London taxis, you really can't beat the convenience of one already being here. We quickly arrive at Ocean Cruise Terminal where our ship Regal Princess is docked. The taxi pulls right up to the unload area. The part of the cruise terminal we're at has the nicest luggage drop-off that we have ever seen. We're used to leaving our bags with a porter and giving them a tip and then seeing our luggage placed in the racks at the cruise ports in Florida. But in Southampton, at least at the terminal we're at, it seems to be much more efficient and secure. All we do with our luggage is wheel them up to a worker. He checks that the luggage tag says Regal Princess, and then he loads it onto a conveyor belt that then takes it into a secure area behind a screen. It was so quick and so easy. Now that our luggage is dropped off, we go to check in with Princess Cruises. There are 2 different lanes that you can go in. The blue lane is if you still need to pick up your medallion and finish checking in. And then the green lane is for those who are already checked in through the app and they already have their medallion. We had our medallion shipped to our home, so we already have them with us. So we head to the green lane, show our passport to the Princess Cruises staff member, and we are ready to board. It only took a couple of minutes, so even though we are a little early to the cruise port, we only have to wait about 15 minutes before they start boarding. Once they call out that we can board, we head right through security. Since Princess Cruises uses medallion technology, we scan our medallion and step right on board Regal Princess. You can just feel the cruise vibes and the excitement in the air, and we are here for it. First things first, we need to explore the beautiful pool deck and then hit up the nearby buffet for lunch. It's been a busy day, so we are definitely hungry. Plus, you're not cruising right if you don't grab a bevy and some food within the first 20 minutes of boarding. We'll do another video where we highlight the food on board, but I am telling you, it does not disappoint, at least to our taste buds. Of course, we have to do the mandatory muster drill, so we do take care of that after lunch. We just watch the quick video on our phones and then head to the muster station E to check in. We always recommend that you do this not long after you board and just get it out of the way. The cruise ship cannot sail away if anyone is left needing to do the muster drill, so just don't be that person that they call out over the loudspeaker for being a slacker. Get that baby done. Once that's done, we explore the beautiful ship. We love seeing everything that she has to offer. The Regal Princess is absolutely stunning. We cannot wait to tell you all about it in our next videos. We're going to talk about the ship, the cabin, food, entertainment, and more in all of the next videos. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to catch the next videos in this series as we sail on our fabulous 12-night British Isles cruise on Regal Princess. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next cruise.